Recording.
Okay, so we were talking about Honey Boo Boo, this show on the Learning Channel. It's a complete show. If you've never watched it, we'll put a link down below so I can see the clip for it. But if you've never watched it, me and you watched and laughed about it. The entire family, it's a redneck family, and they're all overweight, and it's the lowest common denominator of America, basically. And they market it that way. It's not like I'm putting them down. That's the show, okay?
Right.
They completely destroy the English language, completely destroy it, okay? And, I mean, they're doing belly flops in mud holes. Really? And it's on the Learning Channel. I'm not exactly sure what we're learning, but I'll tell you this. There's something to say about how we acknowledge and we love stupidity, and yet the good things, the intelligent parts, we put it down. Can you elaborate on that? What's your opinion on that?
Well, first of all, see this? This is my smartphone, right? Okay. Now, we happen to have Apple, but there's a lot of good smartphones out there, right? Lots of people have really cool technology in their hand. I have more technology in my hand than Captain Kirk had in his hand when he was beamed down to the surface. Okay? Because he had
with his ripped shirt?
Yeah. So he had to adjust when he's trying to tell Scotty to beam himself up. Okay? Now,
wait,
I have more power.
Flip it open. He had a flip phone.
That's true. I have more power in this than they did when they went to the moon. There's more power here. Okay? Probably 1,000,000 times more powerful than when they went to the moon.
Entire Enterprise.
Well, I don't know about the Enterprise, because they had warp drives, and, well, this doesn't have that yet. Maybe the iPhone 7.
FaceTime me, Scotty.
Exactly. They couldn't even look at each other. You're right. So anyway, what I want to say is that smart people change the world. Okay? Smart people have made all of our lives better. And that it's terrible that we make celebrities out of stupid people. People who do stupid things, people who do evil things, like shooting up a theater full of people. We make them celebrities. And the media has become the sideshow, right? The main show is now the sideshow of a circus. Used to be, you'd go see the show at a circus, and then you'd see the freaks. Well, now the freaks have taken over the circus, okay? And that's all
they don't just come out at night anymore, do they? They're all day long, freaks.
Yeah.
They're freaks all day long on every channel.
Constantly. And now there's no, the reason that this stuff can exist is because people use their brains and they use logic and they work hard and they do the things that it takes to change the world, okay? And everything that went into here, it's not just Apple to do this. It's every technology is take millions of people.
Samsung's in this right now. Samsung is inside this right now. One of their chips.
Oh yeah, everybody's in this. Everyone's in this. Back to Bell Labs, the transistor. Hundreds of thousands of people, millions of man years to get to this, okay, of hard work. And what do we celebrate in our society? Okay, not everybody is as messed up as the United States, but what the United States has is a problem of what we worship. Okay, we love to worship things in this country. Okay, we're a country of worshipers, right? We worship celebrities. Why? Because they're beautiful. Right? It's the rare time where we worship a celebrity, a star, because they're very talented. They may not look great, but they're talented. There's very few people you can think of in your mind. I'm not going to list them. But you go, okay, yeah, probably a handful. But if you're beautiful, if you're rich, we worship you. If you have a television show, we worship you. Okay? Doesn't matter what you are or who you are. It doesn't, this Honey Boo Boo, right? It doesn't matter. Oh, she has a show. Oh, they're a celebrity. Can I get your autograph, right? We worship the wrong people. We should be worshiping people who build this, who change our lives. I remember when I first got my first smartphone.
Now, wait a minute. Wait. We did worship Steve Jobs. A lot of people did.
Yeah, okay, but Steve Jobs, right, that's
not
enough. But that's one guy. That problem is we only give credit to one guy. It's the same thing with, and I love Walt Disney, right? I remember reading all the books about his life and everything when I was a kid. But he got all the credit in the beginning days for the animation. Everybody thought Walt Disney did it all. Well, you know what?
He was a quarterback. That's why.
Exactly.
He was a quarterback.
And we love to worship the one. But there's all the many behind the one that make the one possible. Steve Jobs couldn't do this by himself. It couldn't happen. It could never happen. There's technology in here that Apple needed to rely on from other companies, right? But it's the millions. It's the smart. It's the people who change the world. Look, there's like Google. Okay, why do we worship the people, the guys who created Google? Why are they looked upon? Not because they created something great. They weren't worshipped, or they weren't given the accolades they were given until they made a lot of money. Then all of a sudden,
right,
they're celebrity worthy.
Right.
Okay, if I did something fantastic to change the world, but I didn't make any money. There's no accolade.
Just tell me this. Tell me this. Is reality TV ever going to go away?
It will, yes. It will die with television.
Oh, there's not a lot of reality on the internet, is there?
No.
Not really.
No.
There really isn't. You know why? Because the new talent realizes there's no future in that. It's not what they want to do. You get to be creative on the internet for free. You get to build whatever you want on the internet. And they don't choose to follow somebody around with a camera and show how horrible somebody is or whatever. It's interesting, though, isn't it, that there's not a lot of reality programs on the internet as opposed to the other things that are on the internet.
Okay, well, let's take reality, okay? And there's two types of reality shows in my mind, okay? There's the petty high school bullshit where this person said about this and they get the argument on camera and everything. There's that, okay? And I hate that, okay? But then there's stuff like Project Runway and Top Chef and a lot of those where it's skill-based, where people have to have a skill and they're competing.
Right.
That's a game show.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just a glorified game show.
That's not reality.
That's not reality.
That's a game show.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. So that's a game show with judging. Okay. So as opposed to getting the right answer or getting the wrong answer. Okay. Or rolling the dice or something. So but the reality shows really show the worst side of humans. It shows us like we're in high school, and that's what's glorified because that's what's put up for everyone. And that's the thing. The point I think of this discussion is really that we should be really looking at people who are trying to change the world, who are trying to improve the world and make things better for people, as opposed to people who are leeches on the world. That's
all right. And let's just pray that reality TV goes away soon.
It will. It will bring TV down.
Good. All right. Talk to you later, dude.
All right. Bye.